Hello, everybody. Thank you very much for stopping by. I appreciate you all for stopping by. Um, this is our 1 year episode. Well, technically, this is the 13th episode, so 12 episodes have happened. So that's 12 months. So now this is like the new year. So hello and welcome, everybody. Um, all of my podcasts I start out with something positive to say. So I was going through the different quotes that I have, and one of them really stood out to me. It says, "Optimism is the faith that leads to achievement. Nothing can be done without hope and confidence." There's a lot of information that we're going to be passing out throughout the stream to help individual streamers, and more specifically our stream team, the United Gaming stream team, um, progress and better themselves. Not just as content creators, but more so as a whole community, things that they can incorporate within their channels and within themselves to make themselves a more of a success story than they already are. I am joined today with some amazing individuals. I am joined by wow. I have Darling Miss Nix with us today. She's an amazing streamer herself. She does a lot of horror story stuff and whatnot. Definitely give her a check out. If I can get a shout out going for her in the channel, I really appreciate it. Also, we have Sillytails. This guy is a phenomenon. This guy plays all kinds of different kinds of video games, Fortnite, solo playing games and whatnot. Just all out, really cool individual. And also we have Rusty. Rusty Nail is more than a friend for me. He is more like a mentor, and almost everything and anything that he says or does has some sort of profound wisdom behind it when it comes to Twitch. The guy knows his stuff. Because of him and because of everything that he's been doing, we've come together as a family for United Gaming and our other stream team. That's We Stand United. So without further ado, I'm gonna give the floor to my hosts over here, and we're going to get to know them a little better. Let's start with Miss Nix. Tell us about yourself. Welcome to the show, guys. Hopefully you guys are in good spirits. Um,
How can I not
Miss
be?
Miss Nix, tell us about yourself. Tell us what we can find in your channel. Introduce yourself to everyone.
Well, okay. Hello, everyone. I'm Darling Miss Nix. A lot of people call me Nix, Nixie Poo, Mama Nix. Your choice. Um, but essentially, I like to break myself down into three main categories that I like to play. I would say there's survival, horror, which is obviously because we did October, so that's been predominantly what I've been playing, and survival, horror, and fantasy related games. So those are games that I really like to play. Later on today, I'll be playing Last Year the Nightmare. Super excited. Today's the last day for the beta. So that's what I'll be playing later on today.
Awesome, awesome. And then we have Silly Tails, who is a raging Italian by his own definition. Tell us about yourself, Mr. Silly.
By my own definition, you say. I'm pretty sure I got that title when I snapped my Injustice 2 disc on stream because god dang is that game frustrating. My name is Silly Tails. I have joined United Gaming about 3 months ago now, and it's been one of the best communities I could ever have hoped for. Balphy is an amazing man, and Rusty is one of the best leaders ever. On my channel, I classify myself as a variety streamer, and I've been streaming for 11 months now, and I've streamed over 50 different games at least.
Wow. 50
Yeah,
different
and
games. Wow.
I never used to curse, but holy crap, did Twitch make me a salty sailor?
I mean, I think I was in your channel the other day, and I was watching you play Red Dead Redemption, and I think in a span of like 6 minutes or so, you went on a tirade of cussing. It was hilarious.
I blame my fiance. He is a potty mouth, and he rubbed off on me.
Gotcha. And we can't forget Mr. Rusty Nail. This man is. Let's just have him talk about himself. He does enjoy doing that.
I do talk a lot. I don't know about myself, but so I'm Rusty. I've been streaming for about 4 years now. Um, I met a lot of cool people in that time, and a good handful of them are on our team now, and I'm expanding my friendships as the team gets bigger. Just try to have a lot of fun, um, doing the streaming stuff. I guess I got partnered through Destiny franchise. I used to run people through raids. I was a raid sherpa, is what they call them. And now I do more management. I stream when I can. Not really
Awesome.
much to me. Yeah.
Now, before we get any further, I do want to talk about TwitchCon because we're all streamers here, and some of us are not as fortunate as others to be able to make it to TwitchCon. I know Miss Nix had her own viral thing go for TwitchCon. And then and then Rusty had his own experience with sponsors and the whole partner parties and whatnot. So let's start with the viral stuff. Miss Nix, how'd you go viral?
Um, yeah. So, I'm a bit of a loudmouth. That's essentially the story. So I went to a panel. It was called, oh goodness, what was it called? It was professional streaming mindset um, open discussion. So essentially, I went there because my main mission going into TwitchCon was to really figure out how I bring value to my channel, how I can bring value to everyone. And so I went in there really hoping how to be more professional, how to really do that sort of thing. So I went in there, and I can't speak for all of the streamers who were there. It just was a really, I feel like there was a really bad aura or feeling to the the panel in general, minus two of the other people who were speaking. But essentially, what happened? Short story of it is the people on the panel were kind of speaking down to the people in the audience, and your girl here got a little bit angry, and I ended up yelling out something to the panelists. And they forced me to come up to the mic and made me speak my mind. And I did. I don't know whose mistake that was, but they let me. And yeah,
They
and then
must not know who you is.
um, and yeah, they ended up going and talking about uh, how his opinion on like people and that sort of thing, and it was really negatively misconstrued. And I mean, if you haven't watched the video, you can definitely watch the video. I don't want to talk too heavily on it, to be totally honest, because he did a couple days later apologize, and I apologized to him, and now we're on really good terms. No terms are good terms in my opinion, but but it was just a really it was interesting because after the panel, um, I was just doing my own thing, wandering the expo, buying a mic. It's fine. And all of a sudden, I look at my Twitter and it is blowing up. So I have no idea how it got viral, but it went viral within like hours. It was really
Wow.
weird. Yeah.
Nice, nice. And Rusty, how was your
Hi.
experience at TwitchCon? We saw your IRL streams where you had fun in San Diego, and what I think San Diego is where you guys were, right? Like I
Yeah,
don't.
we were in San
Yeah.
Francisco,
Oh,
but yeah.
San Francisco, one of them sand places.
Um,
I went to San Fran too. Never again.
no, no, San Francisco was awesome. I actually enjoyed my time there more than San Jose, but that's a little different. Twitch was busy for me. I was constantly. I actually did not get to attend any panels. We did a lot of networking and a lot of recruiting. I handed out about 300 business cards, which was less than half of what I was planning on. But I made a lot of good connections. I got to meet a lot of streamers. Um, you know, one thing that I never really thought about is how many people I actually know on Twitch. I ran into 5 people that I guess I got help get partnered on Twitch, and that was kind of a trip. Running into people and just feel, oh, yeah, Rusty, you know, you remember, you know, we worked together, and you really helped me with my partnership stuff. So that was definitely an eye-opening experience, seeing like meeting people in real life, and them like having a really strong relationship with you. Um, you know, that was definitely a very cool feeling. But TwitchCon was very busy. I did a lot of running around, and then I took Sunday and Monday to myself, and I went to visit San Francisco, which my family. You know, I got a lot of history there. My family immigrated through San Francisco to California in the United States. That was cool.
All right. So all in all,
Yeah.
both of you guys had a great time at TwitchCon, correct?
Yeah, when
Yes.
I went to San Francisco, I say never again. Not because I had a bad time. I had a really good time there, but your girl doesn't get out much, okay? And that place was uphill all time.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay,
You
my
gotta
cats
take the
were on
trolleys,
fire.
take the trolleys up, and then walk. You hoof it that back
No,
down.
we walked everywhere. I wanted me and the girl I went with, Love Less Games. Uh, we were wheezing, like it was bad. It was beautiful though. In between wheezing and struggling to breathe, I would look at the architecture and I'd be amazed by it, because in Alberta we don't have things like that. Like we don't have, all of our architecture here is pretty bland and kind of lackluster. So seeing all of like the architecture, seeing how the streets are formatted, how the city runs, the tourist areas, it was amazing.
Wow, nice. So, as a viewer and as a streamer, why is TwitchCon important?
Go for it, silly. Rusty. Sorry.
Um, well, you know, professional development is a thing. Networking is very important, whether that's with sponsors and businesses or other streamers altogether. I do believe that, you know, in my experiences in businesses that do conventions that really motivation is a huge thing. I think especially in businesses that are small business or very self motivated. Like, you know, nobody makes us turn on our streams every day. It's a lot of willpower. It's a lot of people find their own motivation to move forward with that. So, you know, I do think these events where we have a congregation of people that are like-minded in their pursuit, and kind of like they could commiserate with each other, they could celebrate each other's successes. They have a chance to interact with each other in a different way. I think that promotes like the overall culture of Twitch, and promotes healthy networking. I think that's one thing that's very good about TwitchCon. Things like it.
So, and Miss Nix, what did you get out of TwitchCon this year?
Oh, I didn't do as much networking as I originally had planned. I went to hosting panel 101 because I want to get more into, well, podcasts like this, but I also want to get more into hosting like video game things and so on and so forth. So for me, I took a lot of notes everywhere I could. I really tried to better educate myself. That's what I was really meaning. That was my main goal going into TwitchCon. I just feel like I wish I had networked more. So maybe next time I'll be able to. That'll be my focus for next year, I think. But this year, I think it was a lot of um, getting to see like my core, like not my core community, but like some of the people that have been around for a while and were able to make it.
Mm-hmm.
It was really amazing hanging out with them. That was really cool. I got to speak to some different partners that some I've met, some I haven't, and getting to pick their brains um, was really, really interesting. They really enlightened me on a lot of things that changed my perspective on how I stream and, all of that fun stuff. So I would say
Awesome.
mostly the meeting of people.
Awesome. So, like, all in all, it's very evident that going to any one of these conventions, like TwitchCon and whatnot, um, as a streamer, you can get a lot of good content and information that would help you develop yourself and your channel for the long haul.
Absolutely. Yeah. I also got a super awesome mic for like super cheap, so I was super pumped about that.
Nice. Nice.
Go for the expo.
Just to give everyone a side note, there are 2 giveaways that I'm doing right now during the podcast or towards the end of the podcast. One of the giveaway is going to be a free sub to my channel. I already have the giveaway started, so all you have to do is type in !free and you will be entered into the raffle. It's just 1 coin to join, to buy a ticket. You can buy multiple tickets if you want. Whoever wins will end up getting a free sub to my channel, or they can give that free sub to somebody else, and however they want to do that. The second giveaway that we're going to be doing is whoever the raffle winner is, that they're going to choose who I give my Twitch Prime sub to. It could be themselves, it could be somebody else. My only requisite is that they are a positive streamer. When I sub to somebody, I don't just sub to them. I will be in their channel. I will be a positive participant in their channel. I will be promoting their channels and whatnot. So they will get my full support. So whoever it is that you guys feel as though that I should sub to, just keep that in mind. We will be doing a giveaway for that in a little bit once this giveaway is done with. That being said, again, guys, please drop a follow to Darling Miss Nix, Sillytails, and Rusty Nails. These guys are all really cool, really amazing individuals. Each of them I look up to as a content creator. Each of them has shown me different ways of tackling audiences. They've all shown me different things that I can incorporate within my own channel to develop my own channels. So please drop them a follow and make sure that you guys have their notifications turned on. And if you can sub to them, please, by all means, sub to them. You guys have Twitch Prime, something we will be talking about in a little bit. Definitely drop them a follow, drop them a sub. Support the hell out of these guys. These guys absolutely deserve it. You're not going to find a cooler bunch than these guys. That being said, we have 4 individuals, part of the United Gaming Stream team, that are currently going for partnership status. Their names are Lost Chick, Ginny Kitty, Joker, and Juicy Live. All of these guys, like, if I've seen so many people try to push for partnership, and the way these guys have gone about doing it is just phenomenal. None of these people, to my knowledge, have changed their persona as to who they are before and after making it big, as it's so called. Make sure that you guys are supporting them. You don't even have to do anything other than just lurk in their channels. Make sure your volume is set to just 1%. If you can leave your PC on 24 hours a day, please do that. If you can just lurk in their channels, it's just these 4 channels that I'm asking you guys to just do that on. They're going for their partnership status, and just a lurk is more than enough to push them over the edge and get that check mark next to their names. So please make sure that you follow their channels and make sure that you are supporting them in their dreams of making it as partner. Everybody likes to stream, but not everybody feels as though that they can make it to a partnership status, and these 4 individuals have already made it to the point where they are eligible to get the check marks. Next topic that we're going to be talking about are the sponsorships that we have going on right now. Rusty and his crew of merry men have been able to talk with Questmode, or Opera Event. I don't know what their actual company is, but he sat down with them and he struck up an amazing partnership deal or a sponsorship deal with these guys. tell us a little bit about what that process was, or what is it that they are offering our community, and why, as a community, we should incorporate that in our channels. Why is it that we should bring that into our communities and let our community members know about it, and how do we benefit from it?
Whoa, there's a lot of different ways to tackle the answer. And that's a very lengthy answer. First, I would like to state, you know, with United Gaming, especially this team, and everything I do with it, this is the team that Twitch gave me for becoming partner. It took me 3 long years to get partnered on Twitch, and a lot of the people that helped me that were streamers, they're on the team. Those were the first members of this team. So I'm always eternally grateful for them. I had so many streamers help me and get to where I am now. And one of my goals to pay the possibly do for them to succeed and get opportunities for success. Um, you know, kind of always running the team with that. Questmode was one of the sponsors that really stood out because of a lot of shared values, like corporate values. They value their independence. They value platforming and providing tools to streamers of all sizes, and that's something that really appealed to me. Just making more opportunities for, BitBoss was very excited to be able to sit down with them and then come to an agreement that is great for our streamers and great for their company, to be quite honest. Granular stuff, I believe that all streamers are small business, that the things that we do in our streams every day account for marketable. Having a resume of working with corporate sponsors is only something that could help any resume that you're going to put forth to anybody in the future. It's not going to necessarily be the biggest selling point, but it always helps. Oh, I'm cutting out. Sorry, guys. Can you hear me better now?
Yeah.
I was thinking of branding myself, like turning Disco into a brand. Is that a good idea? Absolutely. For me personally, it's easier to sell a corporate brand than it is my personal brand, but like having very good branding in your channel is necessary. You're your marketing force. It has to be a symbol that's like, a logo, an icon, an avatar. It should be easily recognizable. It should look good on a business card. It should look good on a billboard. It should look good on a mobile phone. It should look good on a TV. Those are things to think about when you do start your marketing. Can you guys hear me okay now?
Yeah.
In chat? I'm sorry.
Yeah,
okay,
we're
cool.
good. No, we're good, yeah.
Yep. I think that's my answer about the sponsorship stuff. Yeah, everybody should be very excited. This is a very legitimate company. There's a lot of people, a lot of companies out there that are trying to occupy this type of micro sponsorship space, and Questmode, in my opinion, is the best one. And that's why we went with them.
Now, one of the reasons why I enjoy Questmode is that it's a sponsorship that not just benefits one party or the other, but it also is very beneficial for our viewers and community members. I have seen this time and time again, where there's so many different individuals who would love to support financially the streamer, but for one reason or the other, they just cannot. Through Questmode, you are able to not only earn free subs to the channel of your choice, but are also able to give the streamer monetary gain, as in like cash money, just by completing a few quests. And these quests entail downloading certain apps, certain games, and just using those apps and games throughout your days, through whatnot. And while you do them, you will complete different objectives and thus you will earn sub points that you can then redeem for free subs, or you'll be able to also get what's it called, cash money that goes directly to the streamer themselves. So for those of you guys who are on the team who are here today, or for those of you guys who are going to be watching this later on YouTube, make sure that you already have the Questmode enabled on your channels. If you do not have it enabled, I will have the link put on YouTube in the description. And for those of you guys who are over here, I do have it in the chat. You guys can definitely go in and link up over there. Oh wait, no, that link does not work for that. That's just my don't click on that. Don't click on that. That's to use Questmode for me.
About game Questmode.
Yeah.
Does it have a like a internet browser format?
Yes.
Yes. It's not an app
on. It looks great on mobile. It looks great on your mobile browser.
Okay, but like, what if a person cannot use their phone?
What do you mean?
I don't know. Like, maybe they have too much space. They're like, is there a way that they can go on their computer or their desktop?
Yeah. It's a mobile app.
Yeah.
It's not an app that they have to download.
It's a web browser.
It's a web browser thing. Yeah. So everything is through a web page, but the different apps that you download, well, those are apps that you would have to download and play and whatnot. And use on your mobile device. And now it works on all platforms. So you could be on Apple devices, you could be on Android devices, and you would be able to make it work either way.
I think she was asking if you can play it on a web browser though, and I think you can only play it on your mobile phone is what you're saying, right?
The apps themselves, the apps themselves have to be downloaded, but the Questmode itself is on a website.
Can I say two things about Questmode?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So Balphy introduced me to Questmode about a week ago or so now, and let me tell you two things about this real quick. Some of those games are goddamn addicting. I played them to get a feel for them so I could tell them, tell my followers about them. And Dominations, Merged Dragons, and Marvel Champions has literally taken over my life. I did get, between me and a couple other followers using it, like 25 free subs in a week.
Yep.
So, I mean, it is excessively amazing. Super easy to do, super fun. But the big thing about it is, if you're choosing to do Questmode, from my understanding, you can only support one streamer with it. Based on your
yes and no.
VIP.
So so each link, so the link that I put in my channel, anybody that clicks that link and does any of the apps or whatnot through that link is going to go to me. So each channel has their own links, and each channel, whatever link that you click, whatever you get out of that is going to go to that specific channel. So what I usually recommend people to do is that if you know multiple streamers that have all of these Questmode things in there, just pick one or two apps that you're going to use to support them with, and then go to a different channel and again, download two or three more apps for those links. This way you're able to support everybody as much as you want to.
That's what I'm saying, though. Like, so say you click on my link and you download Marvel Champions, and you complete all the quests for that. You cannot then go to Balphy's link and click Marvel Champions.
You can.
You can. You just have to.
Account.
Yeah, you just have to create a new account.
Okay. Yeah. Either way, it is amazing.
So
everyone should do it.
25 free subs in a matter of a week, dude. That is insane.
Yeah, I mean, people got on, like you said, with the people that don't have the means to support the channel. I've had a lot of those on my channel, younger kids or whatever the situation may be. It's just such an easy way for them to use.
I don't even look at it like that personally. I think that the market for mobile games is literally ginormous, for lack of a better word. Part of the reason why, believe it or not, like, United Gaming is super selective when we sit down with sponsors. We've had plenty of opportunities from at the inception of the team, all the way to now to pick up ones, and we pick out the best ones. Mobile games, which they do support. So last year, global revenue for the gaming industry, 50% of that was from mobile gaming. So that includes them going against AAA titles, Call of Duties, Destiny, all these other games. Mobile games are very large. You know, it's a very large demographic. As streamers, us mostly streaming AAA titles, big games, even smaller indie games that have a good following, being able to build a resume where we're able to market to a mobile game audience while still streaming AAA titles, that's a very valuable skill set that all our team members will gain for future sponsorship opportunities. You're building a resume towards success. I'm always preaching that as streamers, we're small business owners, and we need to respect each other as such, but we also need to respect ourselves. Understand that the time and effort you're putting into things like this are building your marketable skills. In my opinion. Go ahead.
No, absolutely. You're 100% right.
Yep.
And, you know, just going to piggyback off of that segue, we have a lot of different projects that we've incorporated within United Gaming for the betterment of all of us. One of them is one of the projects that we've taken on is teaching people how to better sell themselves as a product. We're still developing the classes, and the other class is going to be how to incorporate Questmode properly and in a more concise manner where you're able to get more out of it. So for everybody that's in the community, please make sure that your the announcement page is not muted. The whole channel should not be muted to begin with, but please make sure that you guys are looking out for those announcements. I think within the next week or so, Rusty, I think we should have it all hashed out.
Yes, I sent them all of the information that they were asking for Stan United. We're going to onboard United Gaming next. That should actually be quicker. You know, while we're doing the onboarding, TwitchCon happened right in the middle of it, so that kind of threw us off schedule. But we should be hopefully everything up and running by next week.
Now, the reason we are pushing so hard for everybody to put in and incorporate themselves with Questmode and whatnot and use it is not just that you're going to get like all these amazing gifts, like, you know, free subs and free cash and whatnot. Like, for example, like Hulu in itself, like anybody who uses your link and gets a Hulu subscription will be able to gift you $15 or $16 and be able to get a free sub out of it. So that's close to about $25 that you could just make off of one Hulu subscription. But the main reason we're pushing everybody to do that is that the more people that we have using Questmode, the more leverage we have with Questmode in terms of how much we can ask them to give us. The more good we look, the better stats that we have for them, the better the much better deal that we can get out of it.
We are collective bargaining with them right now, so we get to aggregate our total data as a team and present them as a collective unit as opposed to independent streamers. So as opposed to like saying that I have 100,000 minutes watched this month, I could collect the team data and present them with like 8 million minutes watched for the month instead. That is much more leverage. That offers us better things. We do have a way to make sure it's fair for contributions. But the fact is, you know, we're a team. We have a lot of power when we work together. We are writing curriculum that is going to give legitimate benefits to every team member's viewers. I am of the opinion that if we're going to pick up any sponsor, then they should be good enough for us to represent or risk our branding in signing up with them. We vetted Questmode. They are a legitimate company. A lot of these games, like Silly was talking about, you know, they're very addictive. These are very good mobile games. We are looking at options for you guys to get support on community building, so that when you offer these games to your community, that the people that join up and sign up and like help you get your commission for the sponsor and also help earn free subs for you, they could join a community, they could join a gaming clan on some of these games. And I don't know who out there is a mobile gamer, but the bigger the clan you join, the more benefits in game you get. And I would like to do this as a team. I would like to functionally do this as a team. We should build guilds and clans in these mobile game atmospheres. Let's start really being able to promote this as an actual benefit for them. Like, not only are we offering them ways to support the channel, but we're actually offering them a product where they could become more ingrained in our community, where we could do more activities, where we could have more contact with each other. I submit to you that one thing that a lot of streamers kind of focus in on is, oh my god, it's Twitch. Twitch is about my channel growth. Twitch is all about my community growth. I'm so focused on chasing more viewership or whatever. But understand that your communities as streamers, they're living things. They don't turn off when your channel is down. Offering your community more ways to interact with each other, with yourself, that is only going to promote growth, have more dedicated fan base, and it's just overall you're going to be able to offer something better and than they could get from other streamers.
So the two things that I really value about the whole quest mode thing that allows you to grow as a community is the fact that there are plenty of people out there who already support your stream monetarily. They sub to your channel, they throw bits at you, they tip you and whatnot. They're still going to go and use quest mode. Now, there's so many people out there who won't need those sub points. What they can do is they can just donate all those sub points to you as a streamer, and then you can dole out free subs to anybody in your channel however you see fit. The second thing that I like about it is the fact that these games that they offer, you're not streaming 24/7. You're not, even if your day job is streaming, you're still not streaming 24/7. And one of the other ways that you can connect with your viewers outside of streaming is by playing these games, these mobile games and what have you, off stream. One of the things that you can do is once you get high level in whatever game you're playing, you can create guilds, you can create communities, you can create clans and whatnot, and then invite your community members to play with you in these clans. And just by playing with you, you again go through and complete other quests and whatnot, and you're just having fun. At the end of the day, don't look at it in terms of, oh, you're doing chores or you're doing work to get these things. You're literally just gaming, and this is just another platform that you can game with your community members and link up with them outside of streaming, and you will grow your base even more and connect with your viewers even more. And just by connecting with them outside of streaming, you're building your own monetary gains by gaining them free subs and gaining yourself free money. And as Silly tells you, dude, Silly, I know that you've been playing these games and whatnot. You were a bit apprehensive to put quest mode in your channel from the from the start. You didn't like all the permissions that you had to ask it and whatnot. Tell us your experience with how quest mode was before you went about it, and how has it benefited your channel since.
With being apprehensive before, I'm very nervous about new experiences, and also I was just very confused by it. I tried to Google everything and YouTube everything on how to set this thing up in my stream, and there was not much out there showing you how to do it. So if anyone wants to do it, please come to me. And like I know exactly how to do it now. It's super easy. I can be way more informative than these horrible YouTube videos were. But yeah, just like I said, like it's super easy to add it. I did a timed message in Stream Elements. Every 30 minutes in my chat, it pops up with a link. Did a command, same as yours, ! free sub, and that brings up the link for it. And then once you get going, all you have to do is click it, look through the quest, find a mobile game that catches your interest, download it, try it. I mean, some of them are so easy where you just get points just for installing the game, you get points just for doing the tutorial, and some you will just get sucked into like this. Dude, Dominations has one where it's like, if you do this in 21 days, you'll get $80 and like 4,000 sub points. I'm like, oh, I want to do that. And then it's like you play, you're like, oh my god, doing this in 21 days is gonna be hard, but I needed to do it. And dominations sucks you into a rabbit hole because you need crowns to advance your civilization, and they offer you free crowns in the game by playing other mobile games. So I downloaded 4
Or
other
watching a
mobile
video,
games to
or
get
watching the
free
videos.
crowns. No,
Yep.
but the videos only give you like a couple
Yeah.
crowns. Like, doing these other
Thanks.
offers gave me like 1,000 crowns, which is
Yeah.
that game is ridiculous. I can talk about that game way too long. I blame Balphy. I've lost my life to it. This one's amazing.
Well, there you have it. Like, dude, guys, I'm telling you, if you guys haven't done it, like, I forgot that I had the command. It's called Streamer Tool. Let me just put it again, ! Streamer. I can't spell Streamer Tool. There we go. I think that's it. Yep, there you go. Streamer Tool. Yeah, go ahead. What's up?
I'm so sorry. Do you mind if we quickly answer a question that we kind of missed over
No
back
problem.
at the TwitchCon section?
No problem. What's up? What was the question?
Okay, so Scotty Does TV asked, as someone who has never been to TwitchCon, please explain what it's about, like a bunch of streamer booths or like game development,
Oh, that's a very good question.
right? And that's why I saved it. I was like, that's a good one. So essentially what TwitchCon is, it is a giant convention for obviously content creators who stream specifically on Twitch, but it's also there were sponsors there were people with community badges. So even though you were not a streamer, you were not affiliate, you could come just to meet your favorite streamers. There's expos. So what the expo had is probably Rusty was in there for quite a while, probably because there was a lot to do. But there were booths. So there were booths with different. Questmode was there. They actually teabagged me. It was awkward. They had a little what is it? A little thing where you had to spin a wheel, and I went on a gray one, and I had to reach into a bag, and I pulled out a tea bag. It was super cute. It was good tea. I liked it. I enjoyed it. But yeah, so it's just a convention essentially surrounded about networking, about communicating with other streamers, and there's lots of different things. It's basically just a weekend of good times, good vibes, and being able to educate and grow your channel by meeting other people. Rusty, do you have anything to add? Did I miss anything?
To be honest, I don't know how much non-streamers would get out of it. In all fairness, I do know that they have the meet and greets. I think that you could be a non-streamer and not go to TwitchCon, and then go to the bars around there and meet all your favorite streamers. If that makes sense.
And there are parties that you attend after TwitchCon as well. So like I went to a podcast, maybe you guys have heard of them, True Gaming.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I went to their after party, and I got to meet a bunch of those guys on that podcast, and that was phenomenal. And so it's a really big networking weekend, essentially.
So
Yeah.
So I'm sure you guys have heard of Guardian Con. So TwitchCon is a bit bigger than Guardian Con. In the sense that it's not Destiny related, it's everybody related, but in essence, it's one and the same. What TwitchCon is really cool in terms of more specifically for people who are streamers. What you can gain out of TwitchCon is a lot of information in terms of how to better your channel, what to do, what not to do. What are the trends these days? What are people going for? That sort of stuff. You can meet with very popular streamers. There's a lot of different panels that you can go to and gain one-on-one interaction with your favorite streamers or people who you look up to, or people who are successful, and they'll be able to tell you what you should do, what you shouldn't do, what they've done, and so on and so forth. Or you can just get to know them on a more personal level. And then there are plenty of different sponsors out there. There are plenty of different companies out there who sell a lot of their new products that they're, like gaming mouses, gaming keyboards, gaming everything over there. So that's a really cool way to gain more merchandise and whatnot. There's a lot of different people out there who make artists and whatnot. So So if you need t-shirts made or if you need emotes made and whatnot, there are a lot of those guys over there. So anything Twitch related, you definitely want to go, especially if you're a streamer. And then these other cons out there like Guardian Con and Anime Con and whatnot, you go over there. PAX, oh my god, I can only wish to go to
You
PAX.
can't forget about that.
You cannot forget about PAX. PAX is, I think PAX could possibly be bigger than TwitchCon.
Yeah, I'm definitely aiming to go to one next year.
I'm going to PAX South in January. I'm so excited.
Don't rub it in my face, silly.
This was my first TwitchCon, and I don't want to be that guy, but TwitchCon this year was really bad. It was way too crowded. It was too crowded everywhere. They did a poor
We're
job.
not going to talk about day one, okay?
Well, I mean, yeah, like that. Like some people didn't even make it in when they bought tickets. But you know, one that shows what that told me. And so being one of the haves, because TwitchCon is very much a thing of haves and have-nots. You very much knew who the partners were. You very much knew who everybody else was. It took me about 15 minutes to get into the convention, and then we had people that waited in line for like 9 hours and never got in. You know, I appreciate being able to get in, but you know, that's something I think they're going to look at addressing in the future is the capacity, because you know, there's a lot of security checks and stuff. There was a lot of line waiting. Overall, though, you know, it was a good experience. I think really what Twitch missed out on, and they should have seen this coming, is, and I've been talking to people about this, is the power of the affiliate program. So the affiliate program, I feel, is probably the best thing that Twitch has ever done. Supporting streamers of all sizes, especially ones that are just getting started, giving them a way to monetize the channel is amazing. Like, you know, before they did the affiliate program, it was you had donations or you had subscriptions through third-party sites. Now, convincingly, you can make a scalable business model from go, almost exactly when you start streaming, and that's a huge thing to offer streamers, and that's why I feel like this was probably the most successful TwitchCon that they had, because with the maturation of the affiliate program. I think affiliates should definitely go if they have an opportunity to. It's really cool to be a partner and be there, but I think that, you know, from the many years I've been a part of Twitch, what they are offering to just everybody that's really a streamer is pretty amazing. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. One of the last things that I wanted to touch on today was everybody who lives in America knows that one of the biggest shopping sprees of the United States is going to be coming soon in form of Black Friday, and then the Monday after is Cyber Monday. As Twitch affiliates and partner streamers, you guys are already Amazon affiliates. So, to maximize your time and effort during Cyber Monday and Black Friday sales, one of the things that we've been discussing in our community manager meetings was you gather one of those items, or just get yourself like go to Amazon, set yourself up with the affiliate links and whatnot, and get your affiliate link and put that as a command. So this way, whenever people are using Amazon for Cyber Monday or Black Friday deals, and they use your link to purchase anything, you will make a profit off of those sales as well. So people are going to be buying stuff off of Amazon anyways. Like, that's a given. I forget what the stats are, but like almost 70% of all of America already has Amazon Primes, and also like there's so many different ways for you to get Amazon Prime. One of them is that you can actually get free 30-day subscriptions from Amazon, and as long as you keep creating new accounts, you could have free 30-day subscriptions forever, and you're good on that. If you set up your own affiliate links with it, like for example the one that I just posted in channel right now, that's my affiliate link. So if anybody clicks on that and just gets that trial and uses it for 30 days and then creates a new account after 30 days using that same link and whatnot, I will get $3 out of it. So you could end up with free Amazon Prime and then use your Prime to, sub to somebody and whatnot. And all of this to with no money expenditure on your part. And I believe I was reading the other day, those people who are on what's it government what's it called, assistance, yeah, government assistance and EBT and whatnot, they can actually save almost 50% off of Amazon Prime. So people who are looking to get Amazon Prime, now is a great way to get it. If they don't want to spend any money, there's a free 30-day trial that they can take advantage of, and just keep creating new accounts. I'm pretty sure you can never run out of enough emails, so there you go. You guys can get yourself free Amazon Prime that way, and then set yourself up with different links, and then people are going to be buying different things, whether it's gaming related stuff, whether it's new games, new gadgets, new anything. Just set up a link with that on your channel, and they're going to use that to buy it, and then you're going to make a profit off of it as well. Rusty, I believe that covers the Black Friday Amazon stuff.
We're going to be having a listing of the best sales that we think Amazon's going to offer for gamers. You guys should definitely add them to your wish list or something, and then promote it to the streams. My most successful big holiday sale was for Prime Day a couple years ago. I had 60 viewers, and I think we pushed something like $6,400 through my channel in one day, offering people the best deals that Prime Day had for gamers. So literally, it's stuff that people are going to want to buy anyways, and you just show them that if they buy it from you, that they'll help out your channel.
How can we get the affiliate link? So, in order to become a Twitch affiliate, you actually had to go through the whole process. So, if you are an affiliate right now, if you're a Twitch affiliate, that means you're an Amazon affiliate. So, if you just go to the Amazon, if you go to Amazon.com and you go all the way down, somewhere on the bottom of the website, it will give you like affiliate or something. There's a link that's clicks. If you click on that, you'll automatically get taken to the Amazon affiliate page. Since you're already a Twitch affiliate, Twitch, wow, I'm losing my mind right now. Yeah, Twitch affiliate, you should be able to log into it using those credentials. Yeah. Now, all that news aside, talking about the stream team and whatnot, again, thank you all for stopping by. Thank you very much for having me part of the stream team. It has been an absolute pleasure. Let's talk as gamers. Silly, you've been playing a lot of video games. This Red Dead Redemption, how good is it?
Man, so I lived up to the rage name with that game. The first 10 hours are so hard. It's a very realistic game. There's no difficulty setting, and it just starts you off on Dark Souls hard. Absolutely fantastic, though. Once you get into it, you get into the open world, you upgrade your horse, you get a couple weapons under your belt. That game is phenomenal. The exploration, the world itself, the story it tells. It was very hard for me to put it down, and I'm about 40 hours into it, and I feel like I've barely scratched the surface. So I'm on chapter 2. I think there's 8 chapters. That's just how much there is to just explore in the world. So yeah, if you like open world games, if you like realism, or if you like really glitchy things where you're running on a perfectly leveled horse and he sees a pebble and he says, I want to do some stunts, and he trips on the pebble and flies into the air, that's super fun too.
What?
Have you guys not seen the horses explode into fire? The game is crazy glitchy.
Nice.
No, I've never
Wow.
seen a horse on fire.
It catches on fire, and then your character catches on fire, and then he starts screaming and he dies. It's hilarious.
Wow. So, other than Red Dead Redemption these days, what else have you been playing?
I'm sorry, you said other than Red Dead Redemption, what were we playing?
Yeah, other than Red Dead Redemption, what else are you playing?
I just recently got Alan Wake.
Oh my god, I love that game.
I know, right? I think I just finished chapter 2 in it, so I'm still pretty new to
Okay.
it. But yeah, if you want like a visually compelling and storytelling game, It is
Oh.
phenomenal.
Oh my God. Okay. Not to cut you off or anything, but
No,
anybody
please. You're so
who anybody who enjoys good gameplay and even better storyline, Alan Wake is the epitome. It's like in my top 5 of best games of all time. And what's really cool about it is that those kind of people who like to pay attention to detail, like myself, who wants to try to figure out the end of the story before the end of the story. Yeah, it's gonna throw you for a twist. It is dementedly twisted, and it is a lot of fun.
Yeah, it pulls at your feels a little bit, so careful.
Absolutely.
When I first played Alan Wake, I thought the best way to describe it was a Stephen King movie meets a Steven Spielberg movie meets an M. Night Shyamalan movie.
Yeah, I would say that's pretty accurate right now.
That is very accurate. Yep.
Yes, and it recently was off of Steam and GOG, and now they both have re-released the game. Right before I left for TwitchCon, I kept seeing this game popping up everywhere, and I was like, that looks cool. And so I kind of like lurk in people's streams while they're playing, and I was like, wow, this is really fun. And then my community, while I was away at TwitchCon, welcomed me back with they went and bought me that game. So it was really nice of them. I'm so grateful. But yeah, so that's what I've been kind of playing. So I'm
let me know. Let
it.
me know when you finish it and what you thought of the ending.
Okay.
And I don't know if I think there was like 1 or 2 DLCs for the game. And there's also Alan Wake: The American Nightmare, which is like an arcade title. Definitely play that as well. Both, like, they're all amazing. And let me know how your experience with that goes.
They gifted me that one as well. So.
Yep, amazing, amazing game. Mr. Rusty, you have been playing a lot of games with your wife lately. How's that going? What have you been playing? Tell us about that.
We've been playing Overcooked 2.
So good.
That's what I've been playing with Mrs. Rusty. I've started playing some Dungeons and Dragons on Sundays. Really, I haven't been playing too many video games. I've been super swamped with stuff, but no, the Overcooked 2 stuff is really fun.
Overcooked, can you explain what that game is? Because I couldn't figure out heads or tails what was going on your screen. I was just like, he's laughing, so I should be laughing.
I just know that it's a health code violation. Really the best way I can describe it. Yeah. Most of the food I cook and serve ends up on the floor. It's fine. They don't mind.
You're throwing food from one side of the map to the other.
Yeah, it's a sterile environment. It looks totally safe.
There's a point where crash from a boat, and then the food falls on the ground, like on the rubble. It's great. It's fine.
Okay, so these are games that I should definitely try. Overcooked, okay.
Overcooked 2 is the best. It is, Sammy. It absolutely is.
Okay, guys, quick question, everybody.
Yeah, what's up?
So, everyone, Balphy, Nix, and Rusty, tell me a game that you think is super underappreciated that you loved that may not be too popular. And then, what's the next game coming out that you're dying?
Ooh, very good question. I can answer that easily. Kingdoms of Amalur was a Xbox 360 title that was very underrated because it came out the same time as Skyrim did. And since Skyrim is from Bethesda, a huge company, Kingdoms of Amalur went highly unnoticed. I found it to be way more entertaining and intriguing and whatnot compared to Skyrim. So that's an RPG game that I would recommend to you. What am I looking forward to?
Amazing.
Yes. What am I looking forward to? The next game that I'm going to be buying is going to be the new Hitman game.
You just want to kill Sean Bean.
Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Sean Bean's in it. And Kingdoms of Amalur was amazing. It was actually founded by Kurt Schilling, who was a baseball pitcher, and they went bankrupt, which was horribly sad because that game was fantastic.
I remember that. I remember when he launched that company.
Yeah,
I was so excited.
Nix, what about you?
A game that I'm looking forward to. I was actually, I was so lucky. is a game called Last Year, The Nightmare. I mentioned I was playing it last night. So essentially, if you've ever played Dead by Daylight, if you've ever played Nightmare on Elm Street, no wait, is that it? No, not
Was that a
Nightmare on Elm
movie?
Street. Oh my god, Friday the 13th,
Okay.
or like games like that where it's like one person versus like 4 or 5 people kind of arena. That is what this game is. So it takes the concept of Dead by Daylight in the sense of there is a killer and his whole sole mission is to murder you. And as a survivor, it is your sole mission to get out alive. And that game has been in production for about 2 to 3 years.
Wow.
Yeah, the beta just came out on last Friday. And I was trying to get a beta code for it because I've been obsessed with it for a long time because it looks more polished than Dead by Daylight and it has more content similar to Friday the 13th in the sense of like you have to collect junk and you have to craft things in order to kill the to fight against the killer and things like that. So I'm super excited for that. But I was like looking for a code. Lots of people are trying to get this code, and so the devs were having a really really hard time handing it out without people using bots to steal the codes and everything. So last night while I was playing Alan Wake, one of the mods for the Discord channel for last year came into my stream, and they're like, "Hey, do you have a beta code for last year?" And I'm a very, very emotional person, and I basically was like, "No, and don't talk to me about it," because I knew the beta was ending. It was supposed to be ending today, or sorry, yesterday, and I was like, "No," and I don't want to talk about it. Oh my god, I have a lot of feelings. And he's like, "Well, I have a beta code for you because I'm the mod of last year. Here you go, and here's a couple more for like whoever you want to give it to." So
That's awesome.
I was super, super lucky. And I was able to play it. And after podcast, that's what I'll be playing again today. Yeah,
Nice.
so that's a game I'm looking forward to. If you like team building and surviving for your life, it's a good one.
Nix, what about a game that you maybe played that not many people have that you love?
Oh god. That I loved. Okay, I have a memory of a squirrel.
Poor squirrels.
I know, right? So bad. Have any of you guys played Beholder?
I've never heard of that.
No? You've never heard of Beholder?
No, never. What's that for?
So, man, this one's a hard one to explain. So essentially, you are in a super communist country. And you in Beholder 1, you are in charge of like an apartment and you have to set up cameras and like you have to spy on your tenants to make sure that they're not doing anything illegal. And so when they leave their house, you have to sneak into their houses and put up cameras and like look through their stuff. And because the country is very, very communist, it'll be like, okay, if they own blue jeans, you gotta kill them. And so you have to abide by these rules because like essentially Big Brother is always watching you. But at the same time, it's a very poor country. Your family is having its own hardships and you have to get up money to try to save your daughter and your son, and like you have to tiptoe around the government because they're always phoning you and they're like, oh, like you have to do this and this with this stressful. About like the first like 10 or 15 minutes, you're like, wow, this is so nice, I'm just spying on people, and then it turns in that I have no money and everyone's dying and I have to make really hard choices. So it's a really, really good, very dark game. And it's like a side scroller type form.
That's
Nice.
awesome. I have to check that one out. What
Yeah.
about you, Rusty?
A game that people don't appreciate. I don't know off the top of my head, but I can tell you I'm looking forward to the Division 2. That's gonna
You're
come
a Division
out.
fan?
Oh, I love
know
Division.
that.
I was
Really?
actually, I feel like I would have gotten partnered on Division if it didn't like cake the bed. When it
Wow,
did.
that's awesome that you liked it that
Yeah.
much.
Yeah. I used to do incursion carries, or whatever they were called. It went very well with my whole like Destiny sharpening stuff. For a game that people don't know about or is underappreciated, there was a game called like I can't remember what it's called. It was for PlayStation 2, and it was like you were a little robot guy. It looked like Ratchet and Clank, but it was like Sprock.
Yeah.
And then I remember
Oh man, I know
it had
exactly
like a
what you're talking about.
crossbow sniper, and then you could shoot them in the head with it, and then there'd be like a fucking arrow sticking out of their head. I just remember that was a really fun game.
I feel like a
Um,
lot of PS2 games are like.
Yeah.
I think that was
for-
called like Hack the Matrix or something like that.
No, it was really silly. I can't remember what it was called. He was like a little round robot guy. That was really fun. I actually like a lot of fighting games. I don't get to play enough of those.
Glitch in the system, was that it?
Was it Glitch? It might be Glitch. Yeah.
But yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. Let me tell you mine real quick. So, a game
Metal
that's
Arms. There you
underappreciated. What's it called?
It was Metal Arms Glitch in the System.
Yes,
Oh.
I do.
Right,
I
yeah.
love that game.
Yep.
See, I know games. You can tell me
There you go.
freaking Nick's came out of nowhere with Beholder, but I usually know games. But a game that's super underappreciated. I'm telling you, I've never heard one person play this game, which is insane because it's one of the best ones I've ever played. Is on Xbox One and PC, called Quantum Break. Any of you guys
I
heard of
played it,
Yes.
and I have it, and it is amazing. I still can't beat the last boss.
That was like an arena shooter like Quake, right? But it was like
it was a,
No.
it was a
time warped.
It was a story-driven time
Mm-mm.
warping game. It's from the Alan Wake guys from Team Remedy.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But the sickest thing about that game, and I've personally never seen another game do this, is every time you beat a chapter, based on the decisions you made in the game, you would watch a 22-minute episode of a TV show that was attached to the game. And it had, I can't remember the actor's name, but he played Iceman in X-Men. I love that guy. And a couple other really famous actors were in this phenomenal show. Like, I wish
was
it was
a
on
very
Hulu,
well
so
done.
people could just watch it.
Yeah, it was very well
Yeah.
done.
So, I mean, you can probably get that super cheap. Xbox One or PC. Look into that. That's amazing.
It's a play anywhere
And then-
anywhere title. So if you buy
Yep,
the
yep.
Xbox version, you get the PC version for free, and vice versa.
There you go. And then I am a huge fighting game guy. It's my favorite genre. And 10 years ago, I entered the fighting game scene with Super Smash Bros. Brawl and won like my first pro tournament with that. And since then, I've been in pro tournaments for lots of fighting games. And Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is coming out December 7th. And I promise you, if you come to my channel, I will play nothing else but that for at least a month straight.
Oh my god.
Awesome. Well, there you have it, guys. That is our podcast for this month. I can't believe the amount of people that showed up. Thank you so much, everybody, for stopping by. Thank you, everybody, for all the love and support. Please, drop a follow to these amazing individuals. I'm going to give them a shout out right now. We have Miss Darling Miss Nix, if I can spell that correctly. And then we have Sillytails. And then we have Rusty Nail. Please drop a follow on all of these cool individuals. Make sure you have your notifications turned on. Make sure you sub to them if you can afford to. Well, now you can because they all have Questmode in their channels. So please make sure that you sub to them. Thank you all for stopping by. And we will see you guys, in our channels. Any last remarks that you guys would like to impart with?
Thank you for having me, Balphy. You're an amazing man.
Dude, it was a
Hey,
pleasure.
awesome.
I would love to have you guys again. I know Miss Nix and Rusty are going to be here next time. Silly, would you like to be in the next episode?
The only thing that could possibly stop me would be some kind of banshee from hell.
Awesome. So again, guys,
Yeah.
you guys are going to see all of us next time, and our next podcast, as always, is going to be the first Monday of
Don't
every
forget
month.
about
Don't forget about what?
the giveaway.
Oh, I haven't forgotten. I'm gonna pull the
Oh, okay.
results. Yep. The next podcast, by the way, guys, is going to be December 3rd. That is the first Monday of the month at 11 p.m. Eastern. So December 3rd, 11 p.m. Eastern is the next podcast. Yeah, let's pull the giveaway. Where is my bot? There it is. And the winner of the giveaway is... And we have Jordan's as the
Whoa.
winner.
Hey, Jordans.
All right, Jordan's. Tell me who I should give the free sub to, and tell me who I should sub to as well.
Sam is mad.
I mean, congrats.
My chat's broken. There we go.
Uh-oh.
Jordan's, who should I give the free sub to, and who should I use my Twitch Prime sub on? Give it the same. Okay, I got you. And by the way, guys, this is how Questmode gives away free subs. So just keep watching, and I will show you the magic. Free sub, gift free sub, and voila. She should have the free sub given to her in a moment. And Jordan, and sub to Darling Miss Nix. I think I'm already subbed to her, but yep, we're gonna go over to her channel right now and sub to her. Darling Miss Nix. There you go. GatherBot has gifted
Thank
a free
you.
sub. Alright, and oh yes, I can definitely sub to her.
Thank you.
Of course, of course. Alright guys, thank you very much for stopping by, and I will catch you at the next show. I'm going to switch over to my Xbox and play some video games.